Well, today we're going to talk to Fabio Bernabei, who is an investigative journalist in Italy, and he is also the president of the non-governmental organization DrugWatch in Italy. Good morning to you, Mr. Bernabei.
Good morning to you, Tony Peterson.
I was thinking that we would ask you about the situation regarding drugs in Italy today, because we know that at a present conference you gave a very successful presentation about that very issue. So could you please tell us, what is the drug situation like in Italy today?
Yes, thank you. We had recently, the Italian government recently published an yearly report for drug issues. And so we have a lot of information and a lot of data, at least the official data. And you know, from reading this report, you can have not such a bad feeling about the Italian situation, because I mean it's a sort of average level of drug use and in the Europe. I read some data written in this report, and they say that nowadays in Italy we have less than 3 million of people using drugs, and with an important jump from a statistical point of view, because they say that from 1 year, from the last year to now, we have less than 25% less of drug user, you know, just in one year. So there is a debate actually in Italy about this, the reliability of which level they are safe this data, because you know, every time we have the opportunity to confront the official survey, not only from Italian government but also from Lisbon Observatory and other institutions, and when we have the possibility to confront the survey with the real check, I mean, we have a big difference. So in Italy, for instance, about the cannabinoids, hashish, marijuana, the official data said that we have 3% of general population have used in the last month. They get some cannabis or some joints. But when we have the possibility to check with the drug test, you know, not survey but a drug test on a one-to-one, we have a big difference. Like, for example, one report from Justice Department, Italian Justice Department, regarding all the underage people arrested, when the minors were in prison, they have a drug test, you know, and we have for the year 2009 the percentage of underage people in jail. The level is 83%. 83% of all the underage people. So we have always these big differences: 3% from official survey, 83% from drug test. Okay, the people in the jail is special people. You know, they are not a representative of the general population, but I mean, the difference is always a big differences. So let's see the official report, and we have just 1.3% have used heroin in their life, and we have 4.8% of cocaine, and we have 22% of cannabis, but just 3% of people of general population have used in the last month the cannabis. So we have less than 3 million of drug users with, I said before, 25% less from the previous year. I mean, to talk about the Italian situation, it's quite difficult because, you know, the Italian state, Italy as a nation, is quite a recent concept. It's a really modern concept, you know, just 150-year-olds. So more, we have in the latest years a sort of federalist movement inside the institution. So many topics, for example, the health area and the drug problems are involved obviously in health offices. Now are located in region, located in local area in regional district, Lazio, Sicily, and Piedmont. And so we haven't a nationwide policy. You know, every year the central government set some guidelines, but I mean they are just propositive, just a sort of wishful thinking, because every region is really independent. So about if we can see the heroin and cocaine problematic user, we have both differences among regions. So we have a strong use in the northeast of Italy, in Milan, Turin, so Lombardy and Piedmont, and very low in the northeast. For instance, some Trentino Alto Adige. There are some little regions with a special status and quite rich. You know, they are also touristic places because of Dolomiti Alps. And so we have big differences in the use and the policies. And you know, also the geographic of Italy is very different. There are, I mean, differences for everything from north of Italy and south of part of Italy, especially because I mean cultural differences. And so we have, for instance, a big difference about the gender. You know, the male heroin addicted are more common in the south part of Italy, and instead in the same region, Sicily, Calabria, Campania, there are few female use of heroin or other drugs, you know, because still they have some special consideration for the women. They are staying in the family. They are not usually they are not involved in a regular job outside their family and so on. So there are big differences between regions because of cultural differences and because drug policies. I mean, yes, different drug policies, if any, because you know we have had some important campaign and debate in Italy regarding the AIDS, the HIV problems, and the health Minister of Health and the local region are strongly involved to face this problem, and we had actually good results. You know, also always from the Justice Department, we have some data, reliable data, because they are tests on the people in jail, and we had from the 90s to now a big difference from the HIV population they dropped from 30% to actually 5% in the Italian population in prison. Instead, we have the same level in the same years, from the 90s to now. We have the same level from drug users. They don't move, they don't change. Actually, because in Italy there is still now a big, important campaign, public campaign, information campaign, and in the families, in the school, and the workplace, monitoring, evaluation. There are, quite strange in Italy about these possibilities. So we have a drug national plan. The last drug national plan, it's much more about scientific problems, research, but very, very few money are dedicated for the prevention and education. The last drugs national plan dedicated just 16% of the budget and prevention education for the family, for the teachers, for the children. So we have a general ignorance about drugs, but not. But the people, they are alarmed about these problems. We as Associazione Osservatorio Droga, we have the opportunity in 2007 here to launch a national survey regarding the level of knowledge about drugs from the Italian population. It was very interesting because we asked to the parents if they talk with their children, with their sons about the danger of the drug use. And the answers were quite good because the 52.2% they said of the Italian parents answered yes. We talk often with our sons about the danger of drug use, and 30% said yes, sometimes, not often, but sometimes. So we have the 82% of Italian parents they are talk with their children about the drugs. But we did one more question. Actually, we did a lot of questions in this survey. But the most important for us now are just two. The first I've just spoken, and the second question is to the same parents we talked before. We asked them, but what's your level of knowledge about the drug use? Do you know the real danger, the real consequences about on drug use? And just the 25% said yes, quite. We are quite comfortable about the drug issue, about the drug topic. And so the overwhelming majority of Italian parents are concerned about the danger of drug use, but they know very little about the same topics. The reason is because there is no campaign, there is no project of any of what we call the prevention, the primary prevention. In such a situation, we had strong tendencies in the Italian population because, against drug use. We have the only survey, the only data available, it's Rapport Italia 2004, made by Eurispes Institute. It's an independent institute. He made a survey in 2004 here, and asking to the population if they are pro or against legalization and or regulation of drug use. And the 69%, more than 69%, 69.5% say that they are against any kind of liberalization. Instead, they are supporting the criminalization of any use of any drugs. So it's really a good test, because show us that 7 out of 10 people in Italy are in favor of a prohibition of drugs in Italy. But the bad side of the debate in Italy, we have two strong actors in the field, in the drug field. One is the public opinion, it's well oriented, but at the same time we have also a big criminality in Italy, especially mafia, the different kind of mafia, and they are more and more involved in the key in the central area of Italy. Many years ago we were located in the south part of Italy, in Sicily, but nowadays there are nationwide problems, and not only mafia, but we have playing on the Italian field a lot of criminalities coming from all the world, from Chinese, from Africa, from South America, and all together are involved in the drug trafficking organization. And you know that the revenue of Drangheta, of the mafia, the Italian mafia, are coming from more and more from drug trafficking. They are leaving off the other traditional area of interest, like prostitution, like weapons, and so on. And they have 3/4 of their activities now is just trafficking and sale of drugs. And in that way, they have every year something less than 50 billion of euro coming from drug use. So it's when you have to consider the Italian scenario, you have also to think about these two big stones in the debate. More, we have in Italy the most ideologized politician. And Italy is the country of a radical party, and conventionally all the left and extremely left party are in favor of liberalization of the so-called soft drugs and hard drugs. So we have also the Italian scenario split in two half. One is led by Silvio Berlusconi. He met Dmitry Medvedev last year and the last September in Russian Federation, and they agreed to how to fight international drug trafficking, and their answer is to set a strong criminal law against any drug use. Why? In order to reduce personal use. If there is no personal use, there will no drug trafficking. It's quite a logical and easy step. But at the same time, in Italy, all the center-left area is in favor of what they call harm reduction policy. But they wrote in many books and many essays that they intend a harm reduction policy just a step-by-step strategy with the final goal of legalization of production, selling, and use of any drugs. So we have a big debate now in Italy.
Okay. I think this was a very comprehensive explanation of the situation in Italy, and we thank you very much for talking to us, Fabio Bernabei. Thank you very much.